From Miss World to Miss Universe, beauty pageants are famous for bikini-clad, gorgeous girls with fabulously slim, perfect bodies. But not anymore. Now there's an international beauty contest where size is a big issue. Because if you're not a dress size 18 or above, you can't enter. Here, fat is where it's at. Cellulite is celebrated, and being supersized is sexy. But with 12 larger-than-life ladies battling it out to be crowned Miss International Bold and Beautiful, there's going to be backstabbing.
The person I don't want to win is Miss U.S. Virgin Islands. I think that she is vulgar at sometimes.
Bitchiness.
I just don't think that she was the person that should have won the competition, and definitely not the swimsuit.
And big surprises.
When I saw that she'd shown up as Elvis, it was a little shocking.
This is the behind-the-scenes story of a larger-than-life beauty pageant. The millionaire's paradise playground of the US Virgin Islands is home to the Miss International Bold and Beautiful pageant. Created 3 years ago as a backlash to the traditional beauty contests, it's become a showcase for the world's most glamorous plus-size ladies. Meet Kevin Rodriguez and his size 10 wife, Kimberly. Together, they are the brains behind this big beauty contest.
Awesome. This is the best year ever.
I would consider we're just as good as Miss Universe.
Just like traditional pageants, you're judged on talent as well as your beauty. But the big difference is that you have to love every curve and roll of your supersized body.
You're saying, yes, my thighs may not be a size 5, but my thighs, my hips, my body is beautiful.
Robin Wilson from Tennessee was crowned queen last year and received a $2,000 prize. She spent the last year appearing on the TV talk show circuit, which has made her an icon for the fuller-figured lady.
I perform. I'm the model coordinator for Figures of Nashville for 2005. I did some choreography and runway coaching for them and do fashion shows in the area.
So if you can capture this crown, it takes you to another level and even closer to achieving all those ultimate dreams as a full-figured woman.
But becoming the next queen is a pinnacle in the plus-size world, as all the ladies who compete are all beauty queens and models in their hometowns. However, being big and beautiful doesn't stop the bitching.
Some of the girls are really getting on my damn nerves.
As 12 women preen, prance, and fight.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm winning.
To be crowned the ultimate super-size queen. But there's a long way to go to get the crown, and it all begins when 1.5 tons of beauty flies into the Virgin Islands to prepare for this larger-than-life pageant. Organizer Kimberly is at the airport to welcome the ladies, and she means business.
The minute that the sash goes on, they become International Bold and Beautiful delegates. No alcoholic beverages, no smoking, no profanity, and no men while they're on the island. Absolutely total, above and beyond moral character is what we expect once they possess these. So excited.
The first heavyweight contenders to arrive are from all over the Caribbean. Miss St. Vincent is 41 and 16 stone, and she's already been crowned the Miss Caribbean Queen.
Sugar never comes in small barrels. The bigger, the better.
Miss Dominica is the youngest contestant at just 18, and she's also 18 stone.
And the guys, especially back home, that's the kind of women that they like.
Miss Barbados is 29 and weighs 18 stone.
I won the pageant in Barbados, which is called Miss Big and Beautiful. So I'm the reigning queen now for Barbados.
Weighing in at 20 stone is 27-year-old Miss Tobago.
When I come alive is when I see the crowd. I feed off the energy.
Miss Trinidad is 19 and almost 19 stone.
We have a lot more junk in our trunk, so we're gonna look good.
The first arrivals head to their hotel to wait for the competition. The next contestants touch down in paradise. Miss Virginia is a 33-year-old fitness instructor and weighs in at almost 29 stone.
I'm very sexy, and it doesn't matter what other people think.
But the oldest contestant is 45-year-old model Miss Maryland. She weighs 17 stone.
I'm bow-legged, and for some reason that just drives people crazy.
At 18 stone, Miss Puerto Rico is a 23-year-old singer.
I'm a very sexy girl.
But it would appear that not everyone is so accepting of the fuller figure, as the largest competitor, Miss Virginia, has been verbally abused on her first ever plane journey.
Well, I sat beside some really rude people. They talked about my weight the whole time. I take up 6 seats, and you know they don't say excuse me to obese people, and it was just I'll be okay though. I'll be all right. It just was they were really rude, and it said if somebody like me gets in the water, the ocean will part, and just really rude things to me. So.
As the next contestants arrive at the hotel, everyone has a chance to check out the competition.
Miss Trinidad.
Next to arrive is local girl Miss Virgin Islands, a 39-year-old mother of 4 who's proud to be 17 stone.
I can't wait for the swimwear segment. I have no problem with showing my skin.
It's her island, so she's full of confidence. But the others are not impressed.
Welcome to the Virgin Islands.
The final 3 contestants arrive. 29-year-old hairdresser Miss Washington is 17 stone.
My weight is wonderful. I love it.
At 16 stone, one of the lightest contestants is Miss Oregon, a 25-year-old radio DJ.
I think that if I put my mind to it and I stepped out of my boundaries, I could win.
Miss Tennessee is a 22-year-old student and weighs in at 17 stone.
I'm a plus-size woman, and that's what I'll be. I came in the world weighing 10 pounds. So I came here big, and I'm going to die big.
When the last delegates get to the hotel, everyone is eyeing up the opposition. Unlike Miss World, having a totally toned body is not essential. So in this competition, there's no need to diet.
Life too short to be counting calories.
This is not Miss Universe. We are not trying to look like Barbie dolls. We are fine just the way we are.
The difference between the skinny girl pageant and the plus-size pageant is that obviously the skinny girls are watching what they're eating every time.
I mean, I just eat like I normally do. I don't change anything.
We just love food and we appreciate food. We're the ones to taste everything.
Why fight it? Just enjoy what you have.
But being big and beautiful doesn't mean that there'll be no tension over who gets the tiara. The coming days will see cracks appearing.
I'm feeling a little bit left out.
The claws will come out.
I think I do have the best outfit.
You do not have the best outfit.
And the girls will flash their flesh. Larger-than-life ladies are all competing in a beauty pageant with a big difference. Unlike Miss World, to win a place in this final, no matter how beautiful you are, you must be above a dress size 18.
Is everybody hungry?
But there's still 48 hours to go before it's pageant time, and already cliques are forming as they have their first evening meal together.
1, 2, 3. You go ahead and eat, because it is time to eat.
The salads are going down well.
Delicious. Either it's really, really good or I'm really, really hungry. It's carrots, it's lettuce, and tomato, but I'm going to tear it up like it's a steak.
But Miss Oregon is feeling isolated.
I'm feeling a little bit left out. I don't know if it's because, you know, I'm from the States, or I'm so far away, or I'm not from a southern state, or not from an island.
She's like the only, I don't want to sound racial, but she's the only white woman here that's competing in the pageant, and I know that's a lot to deal with for her, coming from Portland, Oregon, where it's primarily a white place, and then you come here and you're surrounded by all these black people.
The makeup of the Virgin Islands is the majority persons in the Virgin Islands are black. We're in power. And so we wanted to embrace our culture and our style with Miss Oregon, and therefore we embraced her.
Miss Washington has a different take on Miss Oregon and believes she has an ulterior motive.
Miss Oregon is not left out. I think she's one of those ones who is trying to shy off from telling everybody what she really has going on, so that when she steps on stage, everybody's amazed. So I definitely think she's going to do a good job. Now, she's not going to beat me, but she's definitely going to do a good job.
It's day 2, and it's time for the ladies to meet their public. With a 4,000-seat arena to fill, they need to publicize the event.
Today's exciting. We are bringing the young ladies down our main street where we have lots of smiles and we have wonderful and beautiful people.
So we're passing out flyers, trying to get everybody to come out to Pageant, and everyone's being really friendly and really receptive, so we're excited about it.
All of them are pretty. All of them are pretty. Miss Virgin Island gonna win. Miss Virgin Island gonna win.
Local girl Miss Virgin Islands is the only contestant who hasn't turned up for the PR event, and her absence has not gone down well with Kimberly.
Unfortunately, when you have a contestant in the same city as the pageant, they tend to feel like, well, I don't really have to do that because this is my home. But guess what? You really need to buckle down. So that is something we will address.
Meeting her public has convinced Miss Washington that she has no doubt who the winner is going to be.
Of course I'm going to win. Who else will win? If not the nation's capital, who else?
And I believe, as you can see, Miss Washington, D.C. is definitely a contender. She's loving every minute of it, and that's what it's all about.
But the other ladies have a different clear favorite to take the crown.
I do see one of the girls, should I say? I think Miss Tennessee, she has that bold and beautiful attitude that they are looking for.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and I hope to see y'all Saturday.
Miss Tennessee, she got a little spunk there.
If you come, root for Tennessee. Root for Tennessee.
Miss Tennessee. That's my only competition right now.
But one lady already feeling left out is now convinced that she doesn't fit the bill.
I don't think I'm gonna win, but there's some women that just have like amazing, explosive personalities. I consider myself pretty elegant and classy, and I like to, remain reserved.
But whilst Miss Oregon is not enjoying herself, the Virgin Island men certainly are.
Hi, Mr. Bagel.
All right, beautiful. Nice to meet you.
Men in the Virgin Islands love women with meat. They said if they want a bone, then what they'll do is they'll buy a chicken wing and eat a chicken wing. They want meat, and so that's what we men in the Virgin Islands love, and that's why we celebrate full-figure women.
That's why we have a rule in the criteria that states no entertaining of male company, because we're not here on a prowl for men. We're here to represent and celebrate women. These women have to act a certain way, and it's all decent, and they must do that.
You are special because you get my very last flyer.
Oh, well, I consider myself blessed.
Yes, and I will see you on Saturday. I'm coming all the way from Washington, D.C.
And we will be there to support you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think the competition's starting to build up, too, because some contestants are really outgoing, and they attract a lot of attention, and other contestants are very conservative, so they don't attract as much attention. But the beauty of it is when they're all on stage, that's the only thing that counts. So we're very excited.
For the contestants, there's no time to rest, as they must rehearse a fashion show, which will take place this afternoon at the Tutu Park Mall. The reigning queen, Robin Wilson, must first put the girls through their paces.
I'm going to do a run-through of what I want the show to look like so everybody knows where to go, how we're going to start it, how we're going to go through it, how we're going to end it and exit.
But it's not going to be easy, as once again, Miss Virgin Islands is missing from the group. Robin isn't impressed. The rest of the girls seem none too pleased that they are also being held up.
Music starts. We come out, top of the key, doing my thing. I'm going all the way down. I'm gonna stop. You take off. And I'm going over here.
Whilst Miss Washington and Miss Maryland have paid attention and picked up the catwalk quickly, others are less focused.
Cannot stop and look at each other like, who knows what to do next? Okay? Go toward the back so you can see the pickup, okay? Yeah. Get together.
You got it, Mama. You got it. Yes, I like that. When you're ready.
Okay, go ahead. You ready?
There's no time for any more rehearsal, as after a quick change, they arrive at the big event at the Tutu Park Mall. It's a larger-than-life catwalk show to give the ladies more public exposure and get them used to performing in front of a crowd. It's supposed to feature high fashion for the plus-size lady, but for 29-stone Miss Virginia, there's a problem.
I came here today to try to find something to wear for the fashion show. Got really frustrated and I'm exhausted, because I couldn't find anything in my size. Went to a plus-size store, but that store only went to a certain size, so now I'm trying to find out what it is that I'll actually be wearing for the fashion show.
Miss Virginia ends up having to wear her own clothes, but she's not the only unhappy person. The reigning queen is still annoyed about the unprofessional approach from some of the ladies at the rehearsal, so she lays down the law.
Some of you, attitude, bad. We're not gonna have it today. We're gonna cut it real, real short. No bad attitude.
But with such a tiring schedule, some of the ladies are getting a bit touchy.
I'm a kind of straight talker myself, but it's how you straight talk. That matters to another individual. It's not sometimes like what you say, but how you say it.
Everybody's tired. I'm tired too. This is the time. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. The pageant starts now. Let's go do it.
Miss Washington will be the first contestant on the catwalk, adding to her belief that she will take the crown. But her overstated confidence is irritating some people.
Who else would be first but the queen? Next to Miss Maryland, East Coast representing.
Everyone's getting a good reception, but as Miss Virginia begins her catwalk, the crowd goes wild. Post-show, and the girls are high. And the present queen has now decided who she thinks the winner will be.
Oh, Miss Virginia, the biggest and the baddest, that's what she said.
Yeah, I think I got the biggest cheers too.
I think what just happened was awesome. I think that for some people, they knew what to expect, and we delivered. For others, they had no idea, and we have just blown their minds. We have just blown their minds.
But there's no let-up in the schedule.
We'll be on television, Channel 12. So we have 15 minutes to change and get ready and shove off to the station. So, see ya.
The TV appearance on a local talk show will drum up support for the pageant.
Let's go, ladies!
As it's live, Kevin needs to make sure they're not late.
Let's go, I'm leaving!
As a full-figure woman and a person entering this pageant, one of the things that I want to see each and every one of you, I want you to see in full makeup. You have to be well-dressed. It's important that you carry yourself and you be on time.
Kevin comes across as the real daddy, authoritative, straightforward figure.
Let's go.
I soften the blow and sort of make the girls feel comfortable.
We have a hectic schedule. They have to stick by that schedule.
Tardiness is never allowed. This is an international pageant, and so we have to be on time with everything that we do. Time is precious. Very precious. You look lovely. Lovely.
But I have to be honest, in essence, he's really the great marshmallow, and I'm the hardline one.
Look lovely. How come you didn't get an outfit?
Miss Virginia came down in jeans, and I told her, no, that's a no-no.
Yeah, but jeans don't cut it.
No, you can't do jeans. It's a pageant.
This is not a local pageant. This is an international pageant. You can't do jeans.
You know, we're going on a television interview. You need to dress accordingly. And she said, okay. And she ran up to her room, she changed her clothes, and she looked marvelous.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of Face to Face.
From Oregon. Okay, what are you going to be able to present to us?
Well, I am ready to just take over the stage, really.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready to, and I have to give a special shout out to all the single young men in the Virgin Islands. You need to come on through because there is a swimsuit competition.
Okay.
You doing a swimsuit number?
Yes, I am.
That's right.
I'm big and beautiful. Yes, I am. And they will see that I'm big and beautiful. Yes,
There you go.
Miss Virginia is left speechless when the host laughs at the thought of her in a swimsuit. But the reigning queen puts him straight.
You sound a little surprised when you ask her about the swimsuit competition. Well, let me just tell you what my grandmom told me.
Yeah.
Whether you work in angles or you work in curves, you work with what you got. Be bold and be beautiful. That's right. And we're not going to come out and be shy in these swimsuits either.
Well, that's good.
Right.
I'm happy to hear that.
I hope you bring a friend so that they can pick your lip up off the ground for you. Help you tuck it back in, and you can go on and enjoy the rest of the show.
It's 9 p.m., but the pageant treadmill doesn't stop after the TV appearance.
I want to go sleep. God.
With the contest less than 24 hours away, there's more rehearsals.
It's the night before the pageant. We're kind of tired. We're here at the actual center where it's being held, so it's exciting to see all the dancers, and we're just running through everything.
The girls are starting to feel the strain of the pageant's tough schedule.
Last night I had like 5 hours of sleep, and I'm really tired. So
I didn't sleep since Monday night, so, and I didn't sleep Tuesday when we came here. My feet hurt and I want to go back to my hotel room and go to bed.
I've been up from 6 o'clock this morning. I am tired. I need to sleep.
I think they have all been shocked by the whole process. I think they had an idea of what they thought it would be, but it's so much bigger. And it's so much more. And when they come in here tomorrow and those rafters are filled with people, it's going to be make it or break it. The energy is either going to send them over the top or they're going to shut down.
But with the contest less than 24 hours away, who's going to win is the only thing on the menu.
I think everybody is competition right now, and I think that I'm going to win.
No, I don't think Miss Virginia will win. I don't think she has that queen quality.
There is no competition. Hello?
I think Miss Washington, D.C. thinks she's going to win, and I don't think she is. Sometimes too much confidence is a little too much.
Of course I think I'm going to win. Of course I think I'm going to win. There's no competition out there for me.
And if they know that they're going to win, they probably know something that I don't.
Luckily, advice is on hand from the Virgin Islands junior pageant queens.
Always look at the judges, especially when you're turning, just keep your head a little straight. Because when we were in the national competition, we noticed some of the girls were and then they would just flick their head around too fast.
Oh, okay.
You just want to go very slowly with your turns.
Oh, okay.
Especially with evening wear.
Thank you. Everyone wants to be a winner. You've seen it tonight. All the girls have said that they're going to win. They're going to win this pageant, and they're so confident in that.
I think I would be a little bothered if I didn't win. We'll see tomorrow night. We shall see.
You're going to see some major attitude. You're going to see some divas coming out after the girl is queen. I can guarantee it. I've seen it before, and I'll see it again tomorrow.
It's really going to come down to not who can bring it this whole week in rehearsals, but who can deliver at showtime. And so it's anybody's game.
And what a show it will be, as the ladies battle it out to win the prestigious title.
I am the biggest, the baddest, and the boldest.
But to be crowned queen, they'll have to show that they are not only beautiful, but talented too. It's the day of the pageant, and all the contestants have got the morning to themselves.
I have been singing. I am so happy. I cannot wait for this evening.
But not everyone is enjoying themselves.
I'm really looking forward to it just being over. It's been a long week, and I've made some friends, but I'm kind of getting sick of some people around here.
Miss Washington and Miss Virginia are relaxing at the hotel pool. After receiving a great response at the fashion show yesterday, Miss Virginia is buoyant.
I'm going to win. I think I'm going to win. I don't think I'm going to win. I know I'm going to win. In the beginning, I'm a little quiet, but then once it comes out, it's out.
I don't believe that Miss Virginia is going to be the obvious winner. Yes, she's the biggest and the boldest, as she would say, but just because she's the biggest does not mean she's going to win Bold and Beautiful.
Another favorite, Miss Tennessee, is for once subdued.
That energy level is getting so low. It's just probably depleted. Oh, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot to do this pageant.
I really want Tennessee to win. I know true down deep inside she really wants to win, even though she might say, oh, I don't care. I just want to, enjoy the trip out here. I know that she truly does want to win. The person I don't want to win is Miss U.S. Virgin Islands. I think that she has a little too much confidence. She is vulgar at sometimes. I guess it's just because, we're here and she's going to have so many people here to support her that it would be awesome if she didn't and some just random girl from, the States or whatever wins. I think that would be cool.
The countdown has begun. There are just a few hours until the sellout crowd of 4,000 people arrive at the venue.
You look dynamite, my God. Whoa, welcome home. Oh, yeah.
Spirits are high as the contestants and their entourages arrive.
Maybe I should wear that today. You think I can fit it?
This is my fiance, Leroy.
Hello.
I'm ready.
The pressure affects the contestants in different ways.
I'm so excited. I'm a bit nervous though. I have butterflies in my stomach.
I think some people are nervous because I think I've heard some people say I'm having butterflies in my stomach. So yeah, I've heard a few people say they were nervous. Of course I care about being the queen because I'm here. If I didn't care about it, I'd be at home going to my classes and in my working and doing what I got to do in my life in Nashville. So I care about it, but the way I see it is I can't lose. I can't lose.
In just 90 minutes, all 12 contestants need to be fully styled and ready to dazzle on stage. Kevin and Kimberly have hired a team of 4 stylists to do the job, but only makeup artist Lionel has turned up on time.
And it's nearly 7 o'clock and it's 11 more girls to go.
The clock is ticking and Curtain Up is getting closer. Now the girls are panicking that they won't be ready in time for the show.
St. Thomas, who's after you?
She looks almost as pretty as me.
Who's after you, Miss Dominic? Okay, I'm after you.
You're supposed to be on point, on target with your hair and makeup done. You're there. You have 30 minutes to go on. There are 11 people other than you that have to be made up. So I believe the girls felt a bit of anxiety. And I was quite disappointed because we do hire those professionals year after year.
We'll be ready. We'll be very ready.
Pageant producer Kevin turns up to save the day.
What you do is we'll have them come in and whoever needs a head mic, they would know who to talk to. Hello? My phone is dead. Okay, my phone needs a charge.
But one contestant isn't prepared to wait for the stylists. Miss Oregon's feelings of isolation have now turned to discontent.
Some of the girls are really getting on my damn nerves. I'll be friendly if somebody comes up and talks to me, or if I ask them questions and we have a bit of a conversation, because there's time for that, There's a time and a place for that. And right now is not the time to do that. Be super social, because you just need to focus on yourself like I'm doing.
But whilst Miss Oregon may be all alone, Kimberly has some concerns, as some of the girls are sneaking their own team of stylists backstage.
Making an official announcement. If you want to obey it, great. If you don't, you and I are probably going to have a little bit of an issue. Each contestant only gets 1 coach or chaperone at a time. Then we need you to move out and let the girls have the space to get dressed. Love you all, but pretty soon, y'all are not gonna like me much if you ignore me.
She's on a warpath.
You have two people. No, one's just roaming. Come, let me show you who it is. She just needs to have a seat until you can switch off, okay? No. At one point, we had a situation backstage where one of the contestants had an entourage backstage. One last night, we said one. They can switch off. But look at this. This is crowded now. You got two contestants in the hallway. One. They can switch off, and that's it. That's it. Because you ain't seen madness yet. Okay? One. They can switch off.
Is it too late for it to drop out?
Yes, it is too late.
See, a contestant only needs one person backstage with her because we take care of hiring hair and makeup professionals. So you don't need an entourage backstage. So it's quite annoying to have to find out that one person or a couple of people decided that they were going to go beyond the rule.
They're telling you one thing, and then they're telling you next. For instance, she told me before that you could have gotten two people backstage with you. Now, today, you can only have one. And she said she changed the rule last night. You can't do that.
My rule of one person backstage has to stand, and I will constantly be strict about that because it's not fair, it's not right, and there's no room.
As Kimberly clears the corridors, Kevin brings up the rear with the stylists and gets them to work.
Yes, it's here. We're all set and ready to go. We'll be on time. Definitely we start at 8 o'clock on the dot.
Oh, look at you. You know, all these women are so pretty. This competition's going to be hard.
As the contest gets near, self-belief intensifies.
You have to enter this competition thinking that you're going to win. You can't think no other way because you really shouldn't be in it if you think that someone else is going to win. Why are you entering this? You know, that's what everybody's going to say. Yes, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I'm winning.
Now that Robin's reign is only hours away from ending, her true allegiances surface.
I think the crown could go to anybody, but I must admit, just between us, I think we're taking it back home to Tennessee once again.
Very, very possible.
I think it's probable. I think it's done.
I told everybody I'm going to wear the crown on the plane, when I get off the plane, when I get to my neighborhood, when I walk down the street, to bed. I'm going to wear it everywhere.
The arena is packed with over 4,000 people, ready to cheer on their favourites. But their applause won't influence the panel of judges. They're all beauty pageant experts, flown in from all over America. Half an hour late, Kimberly rushes on stage to start the show. Backstage, the claws are out.
I think I do have the best outfit.
You do not have the best outfit.
That's wrong. We all know about the Statue of Liberty, but is it originally from Oregon?
Okay, ladies, showtime. Excuse me.
Tonight, the ladies will compete in 4 categories: swimwear, talent, evening gown, and first up is national costume. As the girls finally take to the stage, some seem to be more ready than others.
I'm trying to memorize my speech. Don't record.
Miss Barbados.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2006 Miss International Bold and Beautiful Pageant.
In the costume segment, you in a theatrical costume portray something that your country or state or island is well known for. And also that is judged on the fit of the costume, the modeling, the way that you model the costume, and your confidence in portraying your costume.
Miss Oregon seems to have had a last-minute change of plan and ditches sophistication in favour of a less subtle approach.
Miss Oregon, from what I've seen, she could absolutely win this pageant. She needs to probably take on a little more of the personality of the Caribbean contestants because she's in their land. So you have to sort of be an amoeba as well. But if she does take on some more of their posture as far as enthusiasm and excitement of self, she absolutely could walk away with this crown.
Tonight, St. Thomas, I am a part of your family. For the single gentlemen out there, I'm your girlfriend. Okay? You, honey.
Before I went on stage, I decided, might as well go for it. I'm here. This is what they want, so I'll give them a little bit of flavor. I'm trying to be a little bit bold, a little bit beautiful, and that's what they're looking for.
The costume segment is worth 35 points, almost a third of the total. Miss St. Vincent has come as a volcano, whilst Miss Trinidad's costume is inspired by steel drums. They're scoring well, but some ladies have got it wrong.
When I saw that she'd shown up as Elvis, it was a little shocking because it's a costume. You're not impersonating anyone. Even with Miss DC, if I were her coach, I would have said, you know, we can do the baseball theme, but we need to embody it and sparkle it up into a more female version. Let's take your numbers and put sparkly things and fringe to show your number off.
The masculine design of these national costumes will lose them points.
It's celebrating women, and the costumes were masculine. So it really didn't accomplish the goal.
But backstage, Miss Washington is none the wiser after her performance. She's still convinced who the winner will be.
Me?
The crowd's cheers for one lady have not gone unnoticed.
I am the biggest, the baddest, and the boldest.
Miss Virginia is doing it big. Do you hear me? Miss Virginia is definitely doing big. She's definitely my biggest competition right now. So I'm gonna have to step it up 2 notches.
Next up is swimwear. It's worth 15 points, but the girls aren't ready yet.
So 1, 2, and 3, out there. You have to keep the pageant flowing. And so behind the scene, it was imperative that I tell the girls, let's go. There's a pageant going on. We have to stay on time. You have to be in line. If you miss your turn, you're going to be losing points. Number 1 went up already?
Wait, number 1 is up there, but number 2 is still on. Number 2.
Number 2 is number 2.
7. We need 7. Where's number 7?
It may be chaos backstage, but eventually the ladies are ready.
I feel pretty doggone sexy right now.
The swimsuit section is actually the contestants' favorite. So it also gives them an opportunity to shock the crowd a bit, you know, when they take off the wrap and they shock the crowd, and that's when the crowd goes crazy.
I want to see full-figure women in a positive light. They are just as intelligent, they are just as beautiful, and they are just as charismatic as thin women. I've watched Miss Universe, I've watched Miss World, I've watched Miss America. But when you look at the International Bold and Beautiful pageant and you look at those women, they bring a sense of life to a pageant. It is not just a robotic, plastic competition. It is a competition that's saying, look, I am large, I am beautiful, but I'm alive. And that's what we want to see.
Once again, the crowd's favorite is 29-stone Miss Virginia. The next round is talent. Worth 20 points and a great opportunity to show the judges their skills and personality.
Each person does a talent of her own, and that's judged on originality, creativity, delivery, and confidence. And that's one of the higher ranking categories because she needs to be talented.
We're gonna hit them now with creativity.
And the talent just continues, from mime to poetry to dance. But not everyone does well. Valuable points are lost when things are forgotten, like the microphone. When it comes to her turn, Miss Virgin Islands goes bananas. With the evening wear still to come, and so much big and beautiful talent on stage, will the judges be split? The Miss International Bold and Beautiful competition has been going on for 4 hours now, and there's still the evening wear section to get through. It's worth a valuable 20 points.
Okay, good, because I was a little nervous about this dress fitting.
Not at all.
And once again, local favourite Miss Virgin Islands is breaking the rules. Her 6-person entourage has sneaked backstage again. Because not everyone has this much help, some of the contestants are struggling to make their costume changes.
If you miss your turn, you may as well scratch that segment off and get dressed for the next, because you get no points for that. You lose your points. And if you're not ready, you miss a segment, try to make it up. It's almost impossible. Don't miss it in the first place.
In the nick of time, she makes it on stage.
Nobody told me anything. I was inside thinking that the parade was still going on and nobody called me to tell me anything. But luckily I ran out here and got it on just before I even hit the stage, the steps.
The evening wear segment, that's my favorite, absolutely hands down, where she wears an elegant, formal gown that is judged on fit, the uniqueness of the gown, the confidence that she models it with, and also the way that she models it.
Scoring high on all those points is local lady Miss Virgin Islands. But points are deducted when the gown emphasises the body shape. Most ladies opt for the more traditional strapless dress, while others go for strappy. But one lady gets daring with a low-cut number. It's their last chance to make an impact before finally the judges add up the scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Miss International Bold and Beautiful 2006 delegates. Give them a round of applause.
4.5 hours into the pageant, and it's finally time for the results and to find out who will walk away with the crown and the $2,000 prize. The girls are lined up to hear their fate. Just like Miss World, the results are announced in reverse, starting with the 3rd place, Miss Trinidad. The 3 big favourites, Miss Tennessee, Miss Virginia, and local favourite Miss Virgin Islands, are still in with a chance of getting the crown. Miss Tennessee is announced as the runner-up. And it's now a battle between the biggest and one of the smallest ladies. The local favourite, Miss Virgin Islands, is announced as the winner and the new queen. The crowd is overjoyed, but it would appear some of the other contestants are not. As backstage, there's comforting, exhaustion, and a little bit of sour grapes.
I was hoping that they were looking for somebody a little classier. You know, there's a big coincidence that, you know, she lives here, but sometimes that's just the way it goes.
I just don't think that she was the person that should have won the competition, and definitely not the swimsuit category, and definitely not the evening gown. Definitely not the evening gown. Definitely not. Definitely not.
The reason that Miss Virgin Islands did so very well in every single category is she studied the criteria.
Because in pageantry, The person that wins is the person that is more consistent throughout each segment. Because once you drop, you're no longer in the lead. And so you have to remain consistent throughout the pageant, and that's why she emerged as the winner.
Everybody wanted to win. If I could have passed out 12 crowns, believe me, I would have passed out 12 crowns. But the attitude overall, I think that some of the girls had with the winner is because of the way she treated them during the week. They would have wanted someone who embraced them more readily to be their queen.
But for the runners-up, their reaction to the new queen is very different.
US, good luck to her. I'm so happy she won. I mean, she got mostly everything. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm really happy. I actually can't take it with her up. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Seeing as it is, I've never done a pageant before. I was very pleased with winning first runner-up.
The biggest and the baddest Miss Virginia was the crowd's favorite, but she failed to impress the judges.
Miss Virginia, Miss Rayshawn Jackson, I was a little surprised that she didn't take home anything, but I do see the areas by which she did have a few flaws. The talent segment, she didn't remember the words to her song, and that being that there's a fine line between each contestant, that can really, really hurt you.
I left a lasting impression on them, you know, so that was fine with me. They won't forget me, that's for sure.
Over the next year, the winner, Miss Virgin Islands, will be treated as royalty. A larger-than-life beauty queen, and she's definitely got the right attitude to match the title.
I'm very confident about myself and my size. I love myself every morning that I get up, thanking the Lord for waking me up to see another day. I always go to the mirror and say, hey, good morning. I love you.